Right. You should have a message come up on your screen that says we're going live. And then once I go into recording mode, it will also do the same. All right, everyone, we are live here at CEO Trades, and we are checking out some of live investing that I would partake on a daily basis. And we're looking for opportunities to be able to invest in the market. Now, this is an educational program. I am CEO Trades. You are CEO Trades eventually, if not today, tomorrow, or soon enough. CEO traders, welcome, welcome to this program where we are going to look at Ethereum, Bitcoin, and a few others. But we have a big question to answer for one of our members, Rob Hodes, who sent me this message, and it's a very important question, an important question that comes up on a regular basis. And I highly recommend people that they have questions like these all the time because it's very important. What's the question? Where can I invest $1,000 to $2,000? Where? That's a very important question because most of us don't know. We just jump in because we see something on YouTube. We jump in because we hear that X is moving. Well, guess what? It takes more than just wanting to make money. Do you know what it takes? It takes having a plan. And before you have a plan, you've got to build certain foundations. And within these foundations that you need to build, you need to be aware that your entry and exit on every trade is highly important. Where are you going to enter a trade? Where are you going to exit a trade? Where are you going to get your source of information from? How are you going to utilize it for your favor? How are you going to be able to keep up with the times, with what's going on, with what's being said on YouTube or on your favorite channel or wherever else it may be? So right here, we are looking at none other than ADA. You can see it right here where I have my mouse, my little hand cursor. ADA is also known as Cardano. This is a really good stock for the long term. And as I've said, from this 2 Sundays ago, I've been alerting it when it was 80 cents. It was a friend of mine and I, Wayne, Blockchain Wayne, and I, that we were looking to get into this at around 80 cents a coin. And boom, it went up triple the amount. I believe it was somewhere here, was it? Right. Let's see, where was that? Oh, right here. Sorry. I believe it was here. Um, let's see. Somewhere in here, anyhow. I don't remember exactly the point because time flies. And you can see I have my line, which I drew here to try and find a trend. And sure enough, there's no perfect time to jump in. I could have jumped in here, for example, which would have been $1.73. And look where it's at now, $1.82. You'd be up 9 cents a coin. I believe that ADA for the long term is going to go up. Now, where would you invest $1,000 to $2,000? There's three parts to this question, and I'm going to take my time. But first of all, I want to look at a few different coins that are happening, different coins that are moving in the market. Matic. Matic is also known as Polygon. As the chart comes up here, you're going to see it much clearer. And Matic is also another good one. You can see it's been consolidating for a few days, right? You can see that it had a major upswing here and then went back down and then went back up. Now it's consolidating. I believe that if I had $1,000, I would bet that this is going to move up. There is a chance that it may go down. There is a chance that it may go down. However, you see the high here, 270-ish, 260-ish. I believe it's going to go up that way. I don't know how far up, but I would never bet at the top. I would say if it's at $1.80 and you make 20 to 30% return, take some of it. Take 50%. Leave the other 50% ride. And if it goes back down, then you can always jump back in with that other 50%. And guess what? It's going to be much more when you jump back in. It's going to be much more. Right now, you can see it's been on consolidating since pretty much right around May 28th, pretty much. And now it's uh, it's going to be the 4th of June because I look at the program and this software says it's the 4th of June. Why does it say that? Because there are parts of the world where it's already next day. I'm in Eastern Standard Time and you're probably, I don't know where, maybe GMT time, maybe you're calling in from London, who knows? Or you could be somewhere earlier, like we have some people calling in from California. Now, the reality is that there is no perfect time to jump in. However, this has been consolidating for plenty of days. Will this move up? That is the big question. Nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. What do I do? So this is number one. Is it a good entry point? And this is what I check on. First, I look at the daily chart and I see what's happened for the last few days. I don't know why it's not coming up here more than what you see there. Don't know why. It should be able to see a full chart. So what do? I go into another software that might have it. And let me see if I can share my screen. Give me a second. Let me just bring it up. And then I'll show you a different chart of this same Tron. Hold on one second here. Did I just confuse my stocks? Matic, sorry, Matic. You know, for whatever reason, that's all you're able to see on Matic there. And in this software, we should be able to see much more as it comes up. Matic. Whoops, Matic. Sorry, I'm typing and it is going everywhere. So let's look at this one now. It's coming up. Now we can see Matic, and you can see here I'm going for the daily, and now you can see it much clearer than the other one. Now, why do I make this very small? Because I want to see as many days, as much information as I can. Now you can see here, if you would have jumped in back in December 26th of 2000 at 0.01 cents, oh my God, you'd be a millionaire right now. I would be a millionaire. It depends on the amount of money you'd be putting in. However, that didn't happen. It's not happening if you didn't get to that point. And now we can see that the clear picture that the highest that Matic has been is 258 2.58 USD. Now it's at pretty much at 181. Is it a good time to jump in? Well, you can see that it made this move down. You've got to be aware that if you got 1,000, right? You can either put it all in right here, right where we're at right now, or you can put part of it in here. And if it drops a little bit more, you could put in a little bit more. However, it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. And what I tell people to do in this case is you've got to be the judge of what's going on. You can see here that it held how many times in that level? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It has support pretty much at the $1.50, just above $1.50, $1.69 area. And in between that, it did drop to this low right here, which is 78 cents, which would have been a great buy, which is what I was telling people when two Sundays ago to jump in. Some people jumped in. Some people are very happy with their returns. However, not everyone is able to make the same returns all the time. So what do? Is we wage, right? How many people jumped in here? How do you see that? You see that above my cursor where it says volume, it shows that 13 million volume were traded on this green candle, right? How about here? It shows that 5.58 million, right? Is that right? 5.8 million were traded on this candle. And on this one, it was 16 million were traded on this candle. Why am I telling you this? Because volume has to do with everything. You can see here that the volume has faded. It went from 5 Is that right? Let me just see. I've got to see that I got 5.7 million, 6.2 million, 3 million, 2 million, 1 million, 1, and 1. What is it saying? That the volume has been fading. Why has it been fading? Because people have not been excited about this, but it will eventually move. I don't know if it's going to move tomorrow. I don't know when it's going to move. What do we look for? What are the characteristics that we look for now? I have a few software that I go into to look for information. Let me just bring one up right here, make sure it comes up. Coin Market Cap. This is one of the softwares that I rely on for news. Not only news, but I also look to see where is Matic on the right here. It's number 15. You in the charts, in the ratings, you can see up here today's cryptocurrency prices by market cap. This is the 15th one that's moving. Is it the perfect opportunity? We don't know. But that's why I'm going to give you three scenarios. Scenario one is what we're talking about right now. So what we do here is once we have Polygon Matic up, we go in down here and we look for the news. If there's any news that comes out today, now that can possibly move the market. I have not invested at this point, meaning, do I want to jump into Polygon personally? No, not yet. I want to see something happening. I don't just want to go in and sit there and have to sit there and nothing's happening. So I look for news. OKCoin, wow, becomes the first US exchange to integrate Polygon Bridge. That sounds like a really good opportunity. However, this is what the craziness is about this. This is what the craziness is about this. Can you believe it? The news did not move the market in the daily chart. However, let's go into the 15-minute candle chart. This is what happened today. Let's see. So this is around the time that the news came out. What this green candle is right here. You can see it very big now, right there. That big green candle, that's pretty much around, let me just make sure what the time was. Again, that news came out 9 hours ago. So that was about just a little before midday Eastern Standard Time. So 11:30, let's say 11:30 this morning Eastern Standard Time. That's when that news came out, and around 11:30, that's pretty much when this green candle. So it did move it from $1.82 to all the way up to pretty much, let's see, whoops, let me give here to $1.85. That's not much of a move. Let's see, the low here, yep, was $1.83. It moved it 2 cents, and then it faded. So that news was not good enough. That will happen. You've got to be aware of this, especially for you who are starting out and you're looking where to park 1,000 or 2,000 bucks. You've got to be aware of this. Not always is news going to move a coin or a stock. Sometimes it'll move it in the negative, just like this one did. But it's not
Sorry,
just
I don't mean to interrupt you. Could you go over what that catalyst was once again? I just missed what you said.
news
Oh, you don't remember specifically what that news was?
right here. OK Coin. I have it up right now. You see it right there?
Yeah, thank
OK
you very much.
Coin becomes the first US exchange to integrate Polygon Bridge. And this news can sometimes, usually does move a coin or a stock in the positive direction. However, there are times that it's not going to happen. Look at this news. Let me just open it up, and so you can see it much clearer what the information is on here. OK Coin becomes the first US exchange to integrate Polygon Bridge, saving 25% on transaction gas fee. That's a very good opportunity. Saving fees. We want to hear that because we don't want to pay for expensive fees. However, in general, crypto coin fees are much lower than investing in the stock market. That's one of the things that you should be aware of as well. That will be a reality. Now you can see here that that's news when they came out is probably somewhere in here, right in here. Let's see, it's right. This was midday, and okay, so this was around the time it came out actually. It's possible that that news was posted elsewhere because the actual move was at 9:45 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. It's possible that the news came out at 9 a.m. That is also a catch. I'm giving you free news. This is free news. You're not paying for it. However, if you paid for news, you'll get the news much quicker. I don't say that this is the coin market cap is where the news source comes out instantly. However, this news is pretty recent and is very powerful for anyone who wants to enter. All right. This news can move the market and it cannot. I don't like to rely on coin market cap that much in the sense that news is posted immediately. However, these programs work weirdly, wildly. You might have to go and check another software. One of those softwares that I have paid is Coin Market Cap. Let me bring it up so I can show you, and I'll share my screen in a moment. Let's see here, and let me just bring up that Matic so I can show you if there's a difference in the news and at the time that it comes out. Okay, so this news also was listed 10 hours ago. I do pay for this one here, and it's posting the same exact news, but somehow, somewhere, it was posted. I don't know where. I don't pay for high-end news. You can pay for it. I haven't seen a need to pay for it, except when this happens, this is when you can make money. But in case in the aspects of this coin, it is true that the news did not move this trade as much as we would have liked it to. Hold on, let me just go back to the screen here. It did not move it as much as we would have liked it to, but I would say it came out somewhere at around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or so, because that's when it started to move. Pretty much somewhere right in here between 9 and 9:30. That's when it started to move.
And question, I know it's going to be it's going to differ for each currency, but is there a certain amount of move that we're looking for, which is good? Obviously, a low move like this is not good, but what would be considered a good move, percentage wise?
Once I see it, I will let you know. That's why for me, it's not a good entry. For anyone else, it is a support. There is support right here at this level. You see, it's not fallen in that level. You can see it right here. From actually, even from here, it's a little bit lower, but it went up to here, which is about $1.80 range, $1.80. You can see that. It's tried to fall even below that $1.80 range right here, and it has shown support, meaning it doesn't fall below that. There's support here. So investors are holding on to it, although some have tried to sell off and make money on the way down. Shorting is what this is called. For me, yeah, it could be a buy here because it's showing support. But let's take a look at another. Let me just see if I can pull up Ethereum here, because this is one of the ones I really like. And it's one of the ones that most people like to see and want to hear and see when they can jump in. So as we're pulling up Ethereum here, let's see. So this is showing pretty much a 2 days move. You can see it was down at 2400 or so. Whoops, let me just want to be able to show you 2500 down here, and it went up to 27, 28, and it showed resistance right here at 2876, and then it tried to do that again here. So this was the first one, right? 1, 2, 3, so four times total. This might go down a little bit more, because if people don't see that there's a breakout above that level, then they might just cash in. That's what happens. And these are the things that you need to pick up, the catalyst that you need to be able to strive for in learning. Where's your entry and exit? A lot of people entered here, but then there are some people who entered here and here and here. Why do they enter here? Because they follow the hype. They hear on some channel or some social media, okay, Ethereum is moving, and that's this is when they're talking about it. Why do you hear that? Because if I invest in Ethereum and I invest down here and it's up here, I want to move the news. I want people to come in here so that I be able to make more money. Do you understand that? The logic behind that? Because if you, it's sort of a smaller pump, meaning you're telling people Ethereum is moving, and if they jump in here, it might move it up. However, there was enough people to bring it back down to this level. So that's about $100 down USD. It might be in a different currency for you, but whatever currency, I usually do USD. I understand it a little bit better, but I can trade in any currency. There's no real big difference in the currency. So is this a buy here? If I had $1,000 or $2,000 to invest, would I purchase here? No, I would not. I am waiting to purchase down here. I'm waiting actually to purchase even lower than that. Where am I waiting to purchase? Let me see if it comes up. I'm actually attempting to jump in somewhere in here, 22 to 2400 range. 22 to 2400 range. That's right. I'm trying to jump in here. Why do I believe this is too high? Because we can see it tried to break that 2870 up here, and it didn't do it. It failed. It failed and failed 4 times. So this might go down. It might go down to here. I'm hoping it goes down to the 22 to 2400 range, or even lower than that. I have some funds that I'm holding on. Let me see if I can bring that up to show you that I am holding on to that and attempting to invest in, sorry, not cash in, invest in Ethereum if it goes any lower. You'll see it as it comes up. You can see down here at the bottom that on May 30th, I put in an order, a limit order, to buy 1988 at that limit price, Ethereum coins, and it's a 0.53. So it's half of what an actual of the actual value of Ethereum. That comes out to about $1,000 USD, $1,000 USD. 0.53. It's probably a little bit more than that, but I'm just going by half. You figure if half of 1900 is 0.53, you can do the math, but you can figure it out somehow.
Is that the fee to buy it, or what is that 0.53?
If Ethereum falls to that price, 1988, I will purchase half of an Ethereum coin, 0.53 of an Ethereum coin at that price. And if
Got
you
it. That's why
multiply,
it's a limit order. Thank you.
yes, if you multiply 0.53 into this, you'll get half whatever it is in price. It's about 1100 or 1200 USD, I'm guessing. It could be less, it could be more. I don't know. I can't follow a calculator right now, but I'd say it's less than $1,000 spent on there. Now, this is the Ethereum chart on a different program. This is on a daily basis. You can see where it was back in December at 550. Can you imagine having jumped back there last year? It's gone up, what, 6 times since? Wow, that would have been a great blessing for many. Is there a perfect time to jump in now? No. I believe this will go back up to it hit a 4,400. I could have cashed out. I didn't. Why? I don't remember why. I think I was on vacation. Probably some of you can relate to that. Sometimes we got to get away. And as I was away, boom, 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 it came crashing down. That happens. That's okay. I didn't get to cash out. But if Ethereum for me reaches 3,500, I will cash in some, probably 50%. So will it go up there right now? I can't tell you, but I know I can see here clearly. I can't zoom in as other software, but I'm going to show you here better. You see it's forming a W, and a W could be a sign that it might break out. It might break out, or it might break down. It depends. If it does another U here, then I would say it's going to head down. It will depend on what happens here. If this goes up, then it's good. It's going to go up for the longer term. And at 3,500 or so, I'm going to set to sell some of my Ethereum about 50%. And then I will wait until it comes back down a bit to purchase some more. It could go skyrocket. However, remember, it's not about making every penny count. It's about being able to cash in on some of your gains. If you're not cashing in, then you're not making money. And that's why I believe this one with a W pattern right now, it could be a breakout. And although I'm not jumping in right now because this could drop just like this one did here to 2200. That's what I'm hoping. If it goes there or even 1900, I'm ready to buy in. You saw my small transaction there waiting to be filled, but I have it elsewhere as well.
Repeat the part
we-
about the, please.
Say that again.
Repeat the part about the letter U. You mentioned the letter W and the letter U. If
Okay.
but W
So
break out or break down, and
this
then
is forming a W here. It's a W.
right,
See, it's a W
right,
here, and this W
right.
um, basically to me signifies that there's a possibility this is going to break out. I am hoping that it does break out. However, if it doesn't break out, I'm also waiting for it down here. There is support at this level right here, the 2200, which is more realistic. But what happens if it falls lower? I'm waiting for it down here. I'm also waiting for it on another software at the 2200 level and the 1900 level. Why? Because there's no bad entry. I just have it mixed because I want to be able to invest at different levels in case if I miss it from going down further. I am ready to invest at different levels. If you have $1,000, I already just showed you where I'm waiting for it. Will it fall down there? It probably will. Maybe today, maybe next month. I don't know. But there's a possibility that it will reach that level again. Uh, there are many reasons. It's hard to explain just in one video why I expect this to train, but to drop further. However, because of the pattern that is formed here and because of the overall chart, it looks to be that way. Now, what I do is I like to confirm on a 15-minute chart to see what has happened. You can't see the same type of pattern on a 15-minute chart, but then we go to the 1 hour and just to see what it looks like in comparison. You see it all, it's all different types of charts and there's no real measurement if it's the same. Now here you can see the same thing, a W here. It looks much clearer. So if it does another U here, then this will definitely go down. If I see it go down and then back up, it will most probably, what is that right? If I see it go down once, there is a better chance of it going down further to the level that I want it to. If it breaks out above, then that's fine. I missed out on putting $1,000 here. Now, the reason that I don't put in my money here is because why would I put into a move that has already benefited about 30% returns? From down here, it's already made at least 30, if not 40%. From the, what was it, 1700 that it was back on May 23rd, which was around 2 weeks ago, right? Why would I jump in here? It could be a good move. However, this is where the most new people would like to jump in. I don't recommend that move. If it were me, if it were my money, I would not do it. There are some people who believe in that type of move. But let's look at another one now. Let's look at Bitcoin and see what's going on there. Bitcoin moves a lot of these coins, and that's why a lot of people rely on it. So as Bitcoin is coming up, let's see, where's the chart here? There we go. So now we're looking at this chart on a 4-hour move. You can see it has somewhat of a W here. Very similar move, but this one fell to 29,000 back on May 19th. And it shows supported around the 33,000 level, which is where I believe is a good dip buy. 33,000 to 34, 35,000 right in there. It's a very good move. Just be aware that although Bitcoin is worth 38,000, it's a really good buy. This will go up to 50. This will go up to 50. I don't know when. You don't have to cash in at the top, but just be aware that you should make some funds. You should make some returns on your investments. And now at 38,000, and if you were to jump in and cash out, let's say at 48, 49,000, and you put in $1,000, and this goes up 20%, now your 1,000 USD becomes 1,200 or 1,300 USD. That's the way it works. Yes, there are some fees in there. I don't know what fees they would be because every software is different. All I can tell you is it depends on the amount of money you're investing, because each software will charge you according to the amount you're investing. Also, KuCoin, if you utilize their KCS, they charge you less fees. You save on the fees, and I've invested in KCS because it moves as well. You're going to see it here in a moment. KCS doesn't trade on other apps, and that's one of the questionable moves on here. But because they make money on their app, I've invested in their software. Um, I I see this as a win-win opportunity. You can see that the high here was $19, and I'm in. I think I bought at 5, at 6, and at 8. And this will move. If this moved to 19, I see this coming up to 16 again, somewhere in here, to testing this range, 15, 16, which is a good time to cash out. This might be a good, let's see, let me just check here much clearer. This is on a 4-hour move. Let me just compare with the 15-minute move. Let's see here. What is the volume on this? So there isn't a lot of volume being traded here, but compared to the day that it did the 19, hold on, let me just compare it to that. Hold on. Like a cross comparison, because that way I can tell what the move was and how much. Wow. So we need at least 40 million volume in order to be able to get that. And is that happening now? Let me just see before I tell you my answer. Is that possibility happening right now? The volume is at 175,000 K, 121K, 38K, 38,000. No, it's consolidating. You can see it. It's pretty much straight. It's trading between $9.28 and $9.70, right in there. It's consolidating. Some people will use this move to make money within that range. However, I can see that. Let me just see. Hold on. Let me see a clearer pattern here. No, I don't see anything in that range that's happening there. But it is a good buy here. $1,000 would, I would be able to invest $1,000 in this one. But before you do anything, let's keep looking, because this is part of the two.
$1,000 at what price?
Rob, I just said the price. Come on, Rob. You can see the price of KCS right there, which is, I believe it's at 939, 940. There's no perfect entry into these, Rob. You cannot go by what I'm
I'm
because
looking at my phone screen.
these coins move, and as they're moving, your entry point is not going to be my entry point. And that's another issue, is don't be ready to press the buzzer, the button to buy, because you've got to cross compare now. Now, this is EOS. I like EOS for the long term. However, this software doesn't give you the news in here unless it gives it up here, anything on EOS. It doesn't list. But what it does here is it tells you more about the coin. EOS is a blockchain-based decentralized system that enables the development, hosting, and execution of commercial-scale decentralized application, DAPPS. I'm certain you probably have heard of the word dApps. So this coin helps to move those decentralized applications, dApps. The goal of the EOS project is to implement a blockchain architecture that supports distributed applications like an operating system. The architecture provides account identity database, asynchronous communication, and program scheduling and parallelism on tens of thousands of CPU, GPU clusters. EOS can ultimately support millions of transactions per second, while regular users do not have to pay for usage of smart contracts. That's very good utilization of this coin. Give me 1 second here. Oops. Hold down. All right. So you just heard what this does. Is there any news out there? I'd go back to my other software. Give me 1 second and just check. Give me a second to bring it up and see what's moving out there in reference to this coin. And I'll be able to share that with you. Is there any news? Let's go. This is Coin Stats, by the way, and I pay a monthly fee. It's a very low fee, so I don't get the latest news. If you're paying the lowest or free, you're not going to get the latest news. I am going to be investing that in the latest news. Why? Because news moves the markets. You could be wrong sometimes, but eventually it does move. The latest news on EOS is right here. You can see what this elephant is. Binance Coin EOS Stellar Lumens price analysis. So this is a price analysis. Let's see what it says here. Bitcoin's price jumped 7.8% in the last 24 hours. BNB has been rising consistently over the last 5 days. EOS displayed high volatility towards the end of May. The coin had a 61% price increase, 61% price increase from $4 to $6.43 in the last 12 days. However, this volatility came to an end in the late hours of May 29th as the coin has maintained strict sideways movement. Let's see. Without stronger positive cues, an immediate spike in price cannot be suggested. 695 has been acting as a strong resistance for a long time, and a breach past it would consolidate the coin within the 727 next resistance and 47 support levels. Let's take a look and see if that's true. Let's go back here. All right, now let's take a look at this on a daily basis. First of all, and let's zoom in here. So we can see here that there was resistance at 753, just as it said. Then it's $7 resistance. Now it's 652. Does this coin look like it will break that level? Well, on this day that it traded at 750, it was 70 million shares traded, coins traded, sorry. Right now it's 1.29 million traded. So that's 1/70th of what it traded back on May 27th. Nope, no chance that it's going to break that level yet. So this might break down a little bit more. I would wait on this one to reach 5-ish level before jumping in. I like this for the long term, but it's not a play that I'm looking at to jump in right now. Let's see here. Now, Tron case is one of the ones that I'm looking at. Let me see if I can bring it up in a different software here. I don't know if this software has it, but I'm going to try. Let me see. Give me a second. Let's see. Yep, it does. Okay. Tron case. All right. So let's look at a daily chart first. Tron case is a good hold for the long term. It's at 80 cents. It's a really good buy. I'm going to be buying. This is the one I'm going to be buying today. And how do I buy? This is how I buy. I have 719 available. But before I buy, let me show you why I'm buying. I was waiting for it to go back down to 80 cents. Let me just make sure that I have that right here. Okay, so it's at 8. Is this right? Am I looking at 8 cents? Sorry, 8 cents. So it was up at 16 cents twice, and it hit resistance there. It didn't break above that. I like it because it has a lot of things going for it, and I'm going to show you those things right now. Let me go and open up my other software again for Coin Stats, and what I do here is I put up here. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second here. I just lost. Okay, there we go. Let's see. TRX. What's the news on TRX? Now, first of all, just so you're aware that these are some of the overview things on Tron. Tron is a decentralized form of digital asset, cryptocurrency. In the last 24 hours, TRX price is up 5.3%. Tron has an available supply of 71 billion coins, 71.6 billion coins, and a total supply of 100 billion coins, alongside with 5.9 billion market cap, 5.9 billion market cap, and a 1.4 billion 24-hour trading volume. I will compare that in a moment to what it's saying there. Let's see. Addresses, Tron can be explored. I know this has been talked about heavily. We have some of the members that have been telling me since it came out, it's a good buy, and it is a good buy. It's at 8 cents right now. I like it. I think it's really good, and I'm gonna guess on how I'm gonna not guess. I'm gonna see where my entry point is and what information is out there. You can see here that there's news on Polkadot, Ethereum Classic, Tron, price analysis. Crypto bull market isn't over, says Tron. Crypto bull market isn't over, says Tron founder Justin Sun. So the bull market is not over. That's 24 hours ago. Let's see what it says here on the analysis and see if there's anything here that helps us to see Tron. Tron was trading at 0.081 at press time. Wow, and it's back to that. And I was watching this since this morning because it went above it to 9 cents, and now it's back down. And just so you're aware, Tron price has been fluctuating between 6 cents support and 8 cents resistance level. So right now it's at the 8 cents resistance level since May 24th. If its price crosses the 8.4 resistance level, it could seek a hike to the next major resistance level at 12. The parabolic SARS dotted lines below the candlesticks highlighted slight bullish. Let's see if that's real now and translate it into layman's terms as best as we can with the help of from our peanut gallery. Right, Rob? I guess Rob's not there. Why is it not coming up? Hold
No, no, my jokes are too nutty.
Well, let's see here. Why is this not coming up? Okay, it is coming up, but for whatever reason, okay, there we go. So this is what we're looking at. They're saying that the low of this is about 6 cents, right? I know that today this moved to 9 cents. And how do I know? Let's look at the 15-minute chart right here. Right here, you can see here it moved up to 83 cents, and this morning was, so it did not move that as high as I'm saying, did it? Let me just see. I thought I did, but I guess I was wrong. So it's up at its highs right now. I would not buy right now. I would not buy. For one, as you can see, it is hitting its high right now. That's number one. Number two, in reference to volume, it doesn't have enough volume to move on the upside. I would wait more until it reaches 6 cents, 7 cents down here. 6 cents. I would wait. There are some people who don't like to trade on Fridays. I probably won't be trading tomorrow, but there are always opportunities. You don't have to trade every day, but you should learn something every day. And this is what I want to show you is, although I like this stock and I'm ready to jump in, since this morning I've been watching it, and I've been watching it for a few days. It's not the right move yet. It's not the right move. Let me just go back to the hourly now. Let's compare. Give it a second as it pops up here. Let's see. So it has double peaks at 16 cents, the double resistance up here. And now that it's down here, I mean, it's not a terrible buy on the hourly. Let's just see on the 4-hour chart comparison. Let's see. I don't see much of a move, and for me to put in $100 in here, all I'm gonna get is, let's say if I get 10% up move, that means I make $10. It's not worth it in that sense. However, if all you have is $100, it's not bad. This is very good, but you figure what's 10% on 8 cents? What is it? Another 0.008. That's what it is. So if it goes to 0.08958, then it would be your 10% gain. I don't see it breaking beyond that 9 cents, and I think it's going to go down further. When it goes down, I'll go in for the dip buy. So I'm not ready to purchase on this one yet. Let's take a look at one or two other. Let's look at Doge now, which is the people's coin. And I am invested in Doge for the longer term. I could have cashed in today when it reached 48 cents. That was a great opportunity for a buy in here. Let me just see if I can zoom in closer into this. All right. So let's see, where was it here? I'm just trying to see how it looks on the chart. Gonna zoom in to bigger chart on this Doge here. Just give it a second to open up. Huh, it didn't open up. I don't know what's going on with my software. What's going on? Here we go. That's a little bit better. Let's try that again. Now, it's weird that in this software, it only shows 43 cents. I'm going to show you where I saw it much higher. And it's so this is catching. This is why we need to try different software. Why? Because some software will post it lower for their advantage, for the software's advantage, not your advantage. Let's see if this opens up here. For whatever reason, Coinbase Pro has been frozen. I'm guessing it's because of my internet access, but I've just refreshed the screen, seeing if it will pop up. And once it pops up, it should be clear. Let's see. Doge, I really like, and I was out and about today. Yeah, you can see here that Doge opened up today on Coinbase at midday Eastern Standard Time, and that was probably 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is that right, Rob? Pacific, right? You're in the Pacific time zone.
We're 3 hours behind you.
3 hours, yeah. So that's right. So I take that as a yes. So you see it open up at 48.4895. If I would have cashed out here, I would have had at least $40,000 gain or more. 40,000. However, I was out. I had to do some errands, or actually, no, I was recording at that time. I wasn't even watching this. I thought this was going to open up at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I didn't figure that it's going to open up Pacific Standard Time. And now you can see it fell, immediately dropped because someone was holding to short this coin and cashed in. Now this actual software, which is Coinbase Pro, is a great software for people to start. You can't get all the technicals behind this on this, but you can see volume was 37 million on this red candle right here. 37 million sold, and then 15 million sold down here, and then another 14 million sold down here. What happened? Someone was ready to short. Someone knew that they were gonna short it upon entry once it hit that mark right up there. This was a very good opportunity for people to dip by right down here and for people to sell up here. If you understand that, I hope I didn't lose you there. Now, you saw on the other software, it didn't show 48 cents. It showed 44 cents as the high. How do we cross-reference that? Let's look at another software. Now, this is Coinbase regular. I don't like it too much. It's not going to show a great chart, but let's see if it comes up here. Let's see now. This is asking me to verify who I am. Jeez. Perfect timing, right? Let's see. Bicycles. I see 2 bicycles, 3 bicycles. There we go. They give you a motorcycle and a bicycle to see if you can pick the same thing. Sorry, I have a cold here. I don't know what's going on, but some crazy weather. We're having allergies or whatever it may be. So as this pops up, it's one of the basic programs. I don't like Coinbase too much. I am holding on to it because I use it for leverage. There's ways to have advantage in this software, and one of those is cross-referencing this Dogecoin and seeing where it was. So we're going to look at it in the last 24 hours, what it did. Whoops, hold on. Give me a second here. I was going straight into the chart, but then I noticed I didn't bring up Dogecoin. And when you don't bring it up, you're not going to get the information you want. Here it is. So this software shows that Dogecoin a high of 43.97. I don't know why Coinbase is going and listing it at 48. What do we do? How do we know which is the reliable source of information? Well, that's why I like this software here that I'm going to pop up right now. I like this software here. It should be coming up on your screen any moment. As pops up right there, and I will bring it up. It's this software. I will have a code available if you want to join this software. This software, you will get a discount on trades if you use my link, as well as I make a little bit off of the link, and it's good that you're aware of that. Give it a second here to formulate Doge. Come on, Doge, where are you? Let's see. Doge. Okay, Doge is not on this software, huh? So let's bring up another software. Let's give it a second here.
No, the peanut
Okay.
gallery says it likes Ford or GM rather than Doge. I mean Dodge,
All right.
or maybe even Toyota.
Toyota. Yeah, you're right. You are correct. You're so according to this was May 7th. According to this, it hit 40. So I don't know why Coinbase Pro listed it at 48 cents a share. I guess that's some internal programmer thing. But here you can see again, it's at 40. It was at 44 cents was the high. I don't see it beyond that. If we wanted to check other softwares, I mean, we could. All I can really do is go in and check. Actually, let me go check CoinMarketCap, because CoinMarketCap lists what happened in the stock. Let's see if I bring that up. Although it looks as though most of the softwares out there show it as 39 cents as the high. Let's see. Why did it come up with Shiba Inu? Don't know why. Let's change it. I'm just waiting for it to refresh, and then I'll be able to. Let's see here. Doge. Let's try that again. All right, let's look at this chart. Now, the first chart that comes out is a linear chart. I don't like linear charts, and there's I click up here where it says trading view, and then it'll come up the candlestick chart, which is much easier for me to follow. And some people like linear charts. That's up to you. I like candlestick charts. Why do I like candlestick charts? Because they remind me of menorahs. They remind me of the Catholic faith. So I think that they're much easier to visualize and much easier to understand and incorporate into your daily life as you wish. Linear, not as much. Maybe if you're on a mountaintop and you want to see on a map, then you can. So according to this, let's see, hourly chart. So 44 cents. I don't know why Coinbase lists 48 cents, because that would have been a great return. I didn't get anything like that. 44 was the high. Why am I going through the trouble of looking at all of this? The reason is because there are softwares out there like Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. And if you go into Coinbase, you'll notice a different price than Coinbase Pro. And that happens along many softwares. And you've got to go back and forth and cross-reference your softwares and know that you're investing in the right software. Is this a good dip
Is
buy
some of
right
this
here?
including the fees?
Sorry?
Is some of this including the fees?
You'd have to research. They all show fees. I believe Rob and I and a few others who had a paid class, I showed them how the fees work. You'd have to go in and relate to that. And welcome, Charles, to the live trading here.
Thank you.
Is this a good dip buy? Yeah, I'd say it's a good dip buy. It's 38 cents. I'm invested. I invested in at 8 cents, at 16, at 34 cents. I think my average moves, because the more I invest higher, it moves up higher. So this is at 38. If it goes a little bit below that, I might jump in again. Now let's look at the 30-minute chart. This is is more accurate for on a daily basis. Let me just see how far of the day is it. Why is it not showing? Hold on 1 second. I've got to
So
move.
when we see these various prices, how do we know from the various softwares, how do we know if we buy it, what price we get?
So you're starting out, Rob. Do you think that I would recommend a complex program or a basic program?
Well, a basic program, of course.
Correct. And that's why I didn't go into the complex programs until now, because it brings up a lot of questions. And when you bring up a lot of questions, then you're not ready to start investing. But however, what I'm showing you here is not how you should invest. I'm showing you here what I would do. And if I had 1,000 or 2,000 bucks, this is what I would do. And this is the second part of this. Number two, you would break it up into 2, maybe 4 parts, and you would take different trades, right? You can do it all in one. You can do it all differently. Now, let's say you wanted to go in and you had 2,000. You wanted to break it up into 2 parts. So 1,000 into Doge. How would you do it? You can put 30% in here. Right here, right at 38 cents, which is right now 38 cents, 0.3812, right? You put in, how much did I say? 30%. If it drops more, now you have 70% to play with. You could put in another 30% if it drops more. Let's say it drops 10% and it goes down to 35. You could put in 10% more, or 30% more, sorry. That's another $330 or USD, 330 USD, right? And if it drops another 10%, you can go in again or wait and see what's going to happen before you jump in. There is no perfect time to jump in. However, I do know this is going to go up in the long term. And as I said earlier, a good time to cash out is around 50 cents. Cash out half. Make some money. Make some returns. You make 30% returns or more, or 40% returns. 40% on $1,000 is how much? 400 USD. That's not bad, considering the amount you have. If you had 100,000, you'd be making 40,000. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Now, number 3, what's the difference? You see how we took the time to review many trades. We took the time to look at some of the news that's out there. And here we're going to see if there's news on Doge. You see how we did that? This is what the rich do. They have $2,000, right? Or I should say $200 million. What do? Number 1, they can divide the money as much as they want, right? But instead, what they do is they invest in one company, one solid company that is worthwhile, and ride it. You just see that as we're trading here live, Doge just had a drop here to 37 cents. And let's see what's going to happen. Let me just bring up the minute chart, which that way you can be more clear. Look what happened. Now is a good dip buy right there, but it could drop more. So let's just get back to this. What would the rich do? What would the rich do? They would put all their money on one horse. They don't pick 5 horses. They don't pick 10 horses. That is something that we do because we need to diversify in safer methods. However, if you do research, if you learn what is your best entry point, what is your best exit point, then you have an opportunity. This is going to drop further. Look, it's dropping further. Doge here. It's going to be a good dip buy. If it reaches 34 or less, I might jump in. Let's see, right now it's at 37. It's pretty good here. I didn't expect this to happen. And this is not trading software. This is a program to be able to review all your portfolios. So what do the rich do? They formulate a plan. They find the catalyst why they should invest in a specific coin or stock. They accumulate that plan, and if they have a certain percentage of belief that this will rise, then they invest in it. What are the best times to invest? There's no perfect time. It's the time that you can invest in. However, there are some people who swear by the Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There are some people who swear by the European time, GMT time, which is 9:30 to about 2 GMT. I don't know what GMT is. Look it up if you want an explanation of what it is. Most software will post in GMT time, and some will convert to the area that you're in to that time. Now you can see this was a good dip high at 37. Here is still a good dip high. And it's going to go up to 8 really quickly. Let me see if I can grab a little on here of this Doge, this software. Look at that. This software doesn't show. Okay, this is because I'm on hourly chart here. Let's see. Now what do I do? Let's see. I'm gonna hold out. I'm not gonna invest. I'm gonna hold out. I mean, it's a good buy for someone who might want to come in, but for me, I'd rather wait. I'd rather wait. I want to see what's gonna happen. The candle that's formulating here is not convincing me enough that this is a good buy. It might be a fake out, meaning it's going to go up a little and it's going to go down further. So I'm going to wait for confirmation on this. I'm not going to purchase right now. It's good to wait for confirmation. Yes, it might be a good buy for some people. In the long term, you're going to be able to make money. However, I want to wait. I want to wait. This is not the play that I'm looking for to invest in. You see, it's going up. It could be a play for some people. I mean, eventually, it's going to make some money. Now, guys, are there any questions that have arisen that we can answer? Going once, going twice.
Well, David, I was going to ask you there about your.
Wade. Yes, Wade.
Yeah, it's Wade. I was going to ask you there about your what software you prefer to use for the coins. I see you use a couple that I'm familiar with, but what are your favorites and why?
Well, that's a very good question, Wade. Wade, I like Coinbase Pro. And the reason I like Coinbase Pro is because of a few reasons. Number one is that Coinbase Pro is listed in the stock market. Coinbase Pro in the long run is going to be worth as a company is going to be worth a lot. Although their stock is on a downtrend, and I've been alerting it. Thanks. Let me share that screen to be able to answer Wade's question here. Let me bring up Coinbase Pro. Hold on. Oops, I might have to move something here. Hold on. You can't see what I'm moving, but here we go. Okay, now I'm bringing it up. Since Coinbase Pro started, and I believe Rob, Reggie, Charles can attest to this. People have asked me, is it a good time to buy? And when it started out at what, 250 or so, 300, and it went up to 420. And I said, do not buy. Do not buy. This is going to go down to 250. Sure enough, it went down to 250 right here. I'm back on May 6th. And then I said, it's possibly a good dip buy. However, I think it's going to fall more. There's a dip buy to 300, and it fell to 208. I thought it was going to fall below 208. It's consolidating here, right? Now, why do I like Coinbase Pro? Because it's listed in the stock market. They're attempting to become legitimate in all 50 states. Paying taxes is our duty, our due diligence, because many people didn't complain when it started. If they would have complained, maybe we wouldn't have these taxes, or maybe it would be paid differently. Now, the news that came out late today at 5 Eastern Standard Time was Coinbase says, starting today, company supports Dogecoin on platform. And I would have expected this to move, but it didn't move much. Shocking. Only 3 million shares and people shorted it. However, I'm looking at it on a daily basis. Let's see what happened on a minute chart. Actually, it dropped from 239 and it went down to 229. So it dropped, what, 5%? 5% drop at least. Now, why do I like Coinbase? I'm gonna, why else do I like Coinbase? Sorry. Thank you, Rob. This is a very good question. And there's no perfect answer why you like a specific software. This is a very simple software. You have your portfolio here. These are the stocks that you invest in. These are the orders that you place. Then here you have your personal information to change the software color and so on. This is what I'm invested here right now. I have 25,000 here. Most of it is in Ethereum and so on. There's a breakdown of what I have here. It's not a lot, but the reality is if you're making some money, cash in. Most people will let it ride, and guess what? Letting it ride is okay, but it's going to go through a roller coaster ride. You're going to make money, you're going to lose money, you're going to make money. Why not cash in? And then as it's losing money, as the stock goes down, even 50%, that's the big question. Why not cash in at least 50%? And as it goes down, you go in for the dip buy. You're going to make more money in the long term. And that's why the active trader beats the laggard, the lazy trader, those that are sluggish and leave it parked. So Coinbase makes it easy to trade. You just press the trade tab. And then here where LTC is, you select the market. You have an arrow here. You can either click here, you can click here. And as you select the market, hold down. I don't know why it's a little slow. Okay. So there's Doge. Solana is a good one. I guess it's starting out as well. This is very good to invest in, but it's not in here, the information. There's a lot to learn. And it doesn't mean that you have to be ready to invest today. Why do I say this? Because it's better to be able to build an entry and an exit point. When do you want to enter? Why do you want to enter? When are you going to exit? And why are you going to exit? It's not about making money. It's about knowing your entry points and your exit strategies. There's a lot that goes behind it, but it's not terrible to learn on a daily basis. You can pick it up if you're ready for it. So here you can see your wallet balance. It would come up. I don't have any money in here right now, but it's easy to load. You can load from your bank account or your debit card or whatever other method. You can transfer to other wallets. That I like that advantage as well. Although there are many regulators that don't like that you can transfer to anywhere in the world. This is one of the reasons why Coinbase is good. I mean, either Coinbase or Coinbase Pro. This is Coinbase Pro that we're looking at here, by the way. This is, I'd say it's a better rate. Why is it a better rate? I like to show people. Let me see. Let me bring up a coin. Hold on. For example, BTC is trading here at 37,819, right? Let's see. BTC here is trading at, hold on. Bringing it up. What is it trading at on Coinbase regular? 37,767. And what was it on Coinbase Pro? 37,841. You see the difference? Huge difference. Why Coinbase regular is run by brokers? Because they make more money than you do. What's the right rate right now? Because Bitcoin fluctuates very rapidly. 37,835 on Coinbase Pro, 835. Look at it on Coinbase regular, 826. So that's 10. So it's not a lot of a difference. It's about a 10-point difference. 10 points, 10 USD. That's how much of a difference they make as a broker fee, plus whatever you pay them to go in and to get out of a trade, because it tells you down here what it is. I don't have anything to invest in this software, but if you look at some of my other softwares on YouTube, you'll be able to see that that explanation. Does that answer your question, Wade?
Oh, very much. I was actually going to mention that I actually was using the standard Coinbase, and I had bought some oh my god, OMG, I don't know actually, Omisco. Was it I had bought some of the crypto. I'd only just speculated about $100. It went up to about $15, and I bought it at 8, and I missed it. It was already down at 12, and I didn't sell. So I thought, oh, it's
But
going to go up to 15. And let me tell you, the reason I didn't sell it was because the fees were so the fees were substantial on Coinbase. I thought, well, I'm not even making much of a profit, so I may as well just wait. But
so,
the fees were kind of high on Coinbase compared to the other ones that I've been using.
Wade, you are correct, and I want to show you something here. That there's a few other things. I only have Bitcoin here right now in Coinbase. I don't have a lot, but if you ever needed to, you open up a software in another place, like the ones that I showed you, the more complex ones. And what was it? What's the name of the one that you were?
It was
that you tra-
OMG, Omisigo.
Yes. Oh my God. Let's see, it's coming up. Give me a second. OMG Network. All right. 636 right now. Now you can see here the rating. Now this is one of the good things about this software. See, 39% people want to buy, 61% people want to sell. So you can see this drop here from I don't know. I don't think this is the drop that Wade was referring to. I think it was right up here. Let's see if it was up here. It was $7. I don't know when. Oh, this is 24-hour period. So hold on. Let me see the yearly period. Okay, so it was up here when he said when Wade purchased, which was back on May 5th, right? Is that right? Let me see. May 7th, almost $12. So you missed that. That's okay. Now it's at 6. If you would have seen it at 12, I would have cashed in at 12. Why not? Make some money. And then see, even if it would have gone up, eventually it will come back down. So this is a pretty good way to show us here. Layer 2 Ethereum scaling solution, OMG network gets acquired by a venture firm. Huh. Okay, this was December. There's no news since. Nothing's is really moving it, except that if Bitcoin moves, everybody will go into a frenzy of starting to purchase. That's the catch. Ethereum, if Ethereum moves, everybody goes into a frenzy of purchase. There are a few coins that move without that frenzy. Matic is one of them. Polygon is another. EOS is another. KuCoin, KCS coin is another. But there's another thing that you can do aside from what I just said is, let's see where that coin is. For example, this is what I have here. Okay, I have Ethereum is where I have my money. Now, if I go into Ethereum, you can see how much I invested. I bought it at 1,700 and I'm up 1,000, pretty much, 900 USD, almost 1,000. I could send it somewhere else. I could send it to another software. You don't have to cash out on Coinbase. Now, I'm not attempting to tell you what to do, what not to do, because people have lost money doing this because they don't know how to do it. It takes time to do it. If I'm explaining it to you here, it's not because I want you to do it. It's because I'm telling you this is an option that exists in order to avoid those high fees. However, you have to figure that out. You're not going to learn that in this video because we're here looking at these live. We're attempting to jump in and out of these positions at the right moment. I thought I was going to find a trade that I was going to be able to jump in at the moment, but I don't see any that are worthwhile. So wait, do you understand this, or did you know this, or am I just repeating myself here?
I'm sorry, did I understand what now? That you could transfer out of the, yeah, I actually did. I transferred most of my positions out of Coinbase because of the fees. I just wasn't going to be able to buy and sell at the amounts that I was putting in there.
Got it. Where did you trade them to, if you don't mind me asking?
Pretty sure, which one did I use? I have to check. To be honest, I have about 4 of them installed. Let me check.
Got it. Got it. Well, whatever it is that you do, just realize there's plenty of options here that exist. And now, if you're attempting to join into any of these programs right now, they all ask you, what are you utilizing it for? Are you planning to do this? Are you planning to do that? Because I attempted to assist someone who became a private client of mine, and they want to get in. And I noticed that all the new questions that are popping up as you join these programs, Coinbase is a really good program. Coinbase Pro, I prefer. Coinbase Pro, sorry. Coinbase Pro, not Coinbase regular. They all have their different vantage points, as you can tell, and you've got to try them. If you don't try them, you won't know what's going on. So I think we're going to end this live tonight, unless people have other questions. Let me know. Any other questions? All right. So that's it. This is CEO Trades, where money works for you. And if you're interested in multiplying your money account, invest in your knowledge account, because that's how your money will grow multiplied. If you have a plan, then you're going to make money. If you don't have a plan, then guess what? You're just going to get what everyone else leaves you. What is that? Nothing. That's right. Have a good one, everyone. Thank you for
One more
joining
question.
us. Yes.
Hang on, one. I didn't write down what the good purchase point for.
We'll go
for-
over that in a second, Rob. Don't hold on. Let me just end this video, right? Hold on.
Okay, got it.
Have a great evening, everyone. Hold on. This is CEO Trades signing off. Until the next one.